Okay, Monday, September 26th. Just thought I'd shoot one more video here. Very close-up look at Caterpillar on the 1 minute chart. This is the 1 minute chart all day, and I bought the puts up here anticipating a rollover. We're getting that. And I just want to show you how price action. If you really take an X-ray vision kind of view of it, I discussed on the last video how these two pivots, look like as it's coming down. You can kind of, if you would have spread this chart out, you would have clearly seen these two pivots here where there's stops below there. And what did price do at the moment? At the time, it hadn't taken out that, and then it comes down, and it's like it takes that out by just a few ticks, and then we get a little bit of a pause. So that makes some sense, that you reach that target. Now the question is, are you going to continue lower to the low of the day down here, as we discussed on the 15-minute chart, or not? And what I'm looking at here, I see these various areas, like here's a little gap in here that we could pause, and that's what we're doing right now, and we could roll over right there. If we come up a little higher, you can see this big red bar here. That was the start. You have that gap in there, and you can see that kind of aligns with these lows. So we might come up here a little bit and then roll over to the downside, or it might, continue up for the rest of the day. I don't know, but you could just see as you're kind of monitoring the 15-minute chart with your anticipation. I was discussing how after this second 15-minute bar followed through from this one, there looks like a little bit of a gap up here, and you can go to the 1 minute chart and kind of see that pretty clearly up in here. This would be an area that if it's going to fill up there because there was an inefficient, price action moving through it, it might come back up there to fill some orders that weren't efficiently filled the first time. But it might not. And there's one right here. So there's a bunch of little resistance points where we could roll over to the downside. And given just the bigger picture in play, I'm still looking for that. But you see if somehow you get a surprise and not, then you can break even on this type of trade, that type of thing. So let's just see what happens. I just wanted to kind of look at that X-ray vision, show the way we did take out these stops, which were pretty. Even though, I would have, of course, loved to see immediate follow through. We only got like 10 cents past it, but that's a pause area. There's still resistance up here. So you're still sticking with this 15-minute chart on this rollover, seeing if we can just kind of pause and continue lower. And again, price action, as always, will lead the way. But for now, I'm going to stay, biased to the downside here, given the intraday price action so far.